What's up, guys? Welcome to week 1 of our at-home gymnastics progressions. All right, so we're gonna do some gymnastics drills that we could cover at home that will help us once we get back into this beautiful place. All right, so week 1 is gonna focus on pistols. A pistol is a one-legged squat where our hip crease drops down below the top of our knee as it does in a regular squat, okay? So this is going to demand some things from our body. It's going to demand a little bit of balance, a little bit of core stability, and a lot of ankle mobility, right? Not only ankle mobility, but hip mobility, what have you, yada, 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 all right? So when we get into these progressions each day, we're going to have a Monday, Wednesday, Friday skill session where we develop the pistol. Every single day, we're going to work on flexibility and ankle mobility because that demands a lot from our body, okay? So first things first, I don't need to tell you, we're going to foam roll our calves and we're going to cross-ball our feet. Now, when we foam roll our calf, I don't want to just focus on the back of the calf. I want to focus on everything that's not in the front, meaning side, back, and other side, all right? So, especially down here towards the ankle because that's where a lot of gunk happens and like we get stiff, what have you. Once we foam roll our calves, I don't mean just back and forth. I mean spend some time doing this. Develop that, especially if you're a runner. Twins, I'm talking to you. Roll those calves. After that, we want to take a golf ball, a softball, baseball. It doesn't have to be a lacrosse ball, just some kind of hard ball, and roll out the bottoms of our feet. So we'll kick the shoes off. We'll step down onto the ball. We'll roll back and forth, working on the inside of our foot, moving to the outside, back towards the heel, and then back up to the pad. So almost make like a circle around your foot. Once you've done that, that's daily. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whenever you attempt these progressions, you need to work on those calves and feet. All right, both feet, not just one. So, ankle mobility. There's a couple ways to do this, but my favorite stretch is have some kind of elevated surface to where we can grab and pull, all right? So stretching doesn't just happen by itself. You can ask Eric Arrington. He's still working on some mobility. So stretching doesn't happen by itself. We have to physically pull and push ourselves into stretches. All right, so we're going to put our foot up on an elevated surface. It can be a box, it can be a bench, it can be your ottoman, steps, ledge, whatever you got, find somewhere that you can put your foot up on. All right, so put our foot up on the shelf here, the bench. I'm going to reach my hands down and grab the edge of the bench. And I'm going to focus on sinking my hips into my ankle. What that's going to do is it's going to force my knee over my toe. And I'm not meaning down over it, I'm meaning in front of it. All right, therefore stretching out the back of my calf, really working on everything that's tightening up the ankle. I'm going to hold this for 10 seconds, and then I'm going to release out of it. Take a couple deep breaths, lean into the stretch again, use those arms to pull my chest down onto my onto my quad, furthering the stretch, and then release. All right, so from the side, foot's up on the surface, get a little bit of a bend in that back knee, put all of your weight over that top quad, and pull into that calf stretch. Really push that heel down into the surface. I don't want to come up on my toes. I want my heel to sit back down on the surface. 10 seconds, and then back out. You're going to repeat this 5 times on each leg. So 5 sets of 10 seconds right, 5 sets of 10 seconds left. This is daily. In addition to your foam rolling and lacrosse balling, you need to do this daily. All right? Once we've done that, we can ditch the elevated surface. We don't need it anymore. We need a smaller one. All right, so first progression. This is your first step into a pistol journey. We're going to step up onto a 3 to 4 inch elevated surface. I've used a plate. You can use a brick. You can use a set of magazines. You can use a stair, what have you. Just make sure that it's about 3 to 4 inches off the ground. This is going to be our first step into learning how to hinge our hips back and push our weight forward on our knee, all right? Because in a pistol, that's what we have to do. So, we're going to put one foot. I like starting with my right foot. Just a comfort thing. You can start wherever you want to. You're going to put one foot up on the elevated surface. I'm going to put all of my weight balancing on the middle of this foot. I don't mean in the heel. I don't mean in the toe. On the middle of the foot. All right? So, step 1. I'm going to hinge my hips back. In doing so, I have now put all of my weight into my hammy and my glute. All right? Then in order to touch my heel to the floor, I have to squat a little bit. So I touch the heel to the floor, and then back up. Now notice my hands are coming out in front. That's to counterbalance my weight traveling back, all right? Oftentimes when you see people do pistols, their hands come out in front here. It's because they're counterbalancing themselves. Some people like to grab their foot, some people like to hold on to something. We're gonna throw those hands out to get that balance factor in. So again, foot's balanced, heels down to the floor, hips travel back, knee buckles just a little bit, keeping the weight over the middle of my foot, touch the heel to the ground, and then back up. All right, from the front, balance it over the middle of the foot, heels back, heel to the floor, back up. On the other side, balance over the middle of the foot, hips back, heel to the floor, back up. All right? You're going to do this for 3 sets of 10 reps on each leg. So once you finish all 10 on the right, you're going back to 10 on the left. Same setup here, hips back, hands come forward, knee goes in front of the toe, heel to the floor, and then back up. Okay? That's our first progression. 3 to 4 inches off the ground, 3 sets of 10 on each leg. Let me know how you do. It's going to get harder on Wednesday.